We're back and again. I'm Peaches and your host of On Location TV with my guest, Rod G Whiz Beecham. I like that G Whiz. We gotta, even though we're gonna talk about, get back on track about some things that we still want to talk about that you do on this full plate, so to speak. But let's break off for a second. And since I've mentioned that Rod G Whiz, where did that name come from? I always kind of like to find out when it's a strange, a funny name like that.
Right. Well, G Whiz came from while I was a kid. And basically, I always did things that were surprising to somebody. You know, in the dictionary, G Whiz means oh my, oh wow.
Right.
So everybody started calling me G Whiz, and that's where it came from. And it actually stuck with me because they said that just fits you.
That fits you, so that's where G Whiz. I wondered if it was something kind of like that behind it.
Yeah.
Now, while we were on break, we were just chatting, and I know that your parents are in the studio with you. And
hi, Mom, hi, Dad.
Got to give a shout out to Mom and Dad and to fiance. But I asked you about, you know, the background of your parents because you had mentioned earlier that your father was a coach and your mother is a retired school teacher. Because I figured all of this that you're doing, you had to have a pretty good foundation.
Right.
Talk about that just for a second before we get back on track.
Well, I would like to say I got my creativeness from my mother. She's very creative. She used to decorate weddings and make hats, and she decorates at the church all the time. And we are a church-going family, and I have a church background. And I feel I got a lot of that from her and my strategic moves, the way I handle things.
Right.
My dad, I more or less got my sense of humor and my sports from him. I'll tell on him right now. He can, he can almost disguise his voice to sound like any one of his friends, and he does it all the time at the house, and it's real funny. So I think I got that sense of humor side from him and the sports, and from my mother, I got more or less keeping my head straight and creativeness.
Now that's how I am figuring, because this is our first time really meeting, but with that background and all of the things that you do, I kind of see how that connects with what you're doing right now, being able to kind of balance out that, because if you didn't have that background, so to speak, prior, you would never be able to manage all the things that you do. So we have to give some credit to Mom and Dad.
Shout out to Mom and Dad once again.
And that just leads me to talk about our youth for a second, in the sense of having a good foundation. And then not everybody comes from such a good foundation, but everything's still possible.
Right.
If you got the stamina and want to do.
Right, because everyone is not blessed these days to have their father around, and that doesn't stop you from doing what you have to do to achieve your goals. And I even know I have friends that mother wasn't around, and they're doing very positive things. So it's all about what you set your mind to do and how big your heart is in going after your dreams, because your dreams is only really a reach away, and you have to keep going.
In that sense, is that what you would tell our youth that might be watching?
Yes, most definitely. Just continue to work hard and whatever you do, and don't let anyone tell you that it's not possible.
That it can't be done.
Right.
Okay, very good advice. Now let's switch back. Let's drive it back, switch back. Because I've missed some things. Like I said, it was so much that I wanted to talk to. Like I said, I first started out cartoonist and then got kind of introduced to all the other things that you're involved in. Now, one thing that I did mention was
Case Animations.
Okay, now explain what that is.
Case Animations for different law firms. What we're doing is now we're setting up packages to where we reinvent car accidents, crime scenes, and we've submitted some of those to the news. When you can't capture everything on camera and you just recreate it during animation. Work-related accidents, you know, if someone fell and broke their arm, or even death. So we have been working on recreating all of those to use in the courtrooms or wherever they may be needed.
And that's like I guess, based on the facts that they have, and that's
right.
how you determine. Because I remember I served on a jury, it's been about 4 or 5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago, and that's what they did a reenactment, and we, even though we had the testimony from, you know, both sides,
right.
but they did that, and that was so interesting to and it's amazing to know that that happens here, because they of course brought somebody out of California to do that, but that happens right here, and you're a part of that, huh?
Yes,
You're a part of that. Now you also write poetry?
Yes. I've been writing poetry probably since I was maybe 6 or 7. I don't always allow others to hear it, but I kind of embed it with my music.
Right.
A lot of times I'll write things, and many, I know youth out there probably just write. And I have folders and folders and folders of poems that I've written. I could probably come out with books right about now.
So you don't do the spoken word?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I have.
Okay.
Actually, in Memphis, with 2 of my friends, we had a soul food restaurant that we were holding, like a soulful neo type of thing on, and that's what we did there. We did a lot of spoken word there. I hadn't bumped into anyone that I really want to do it with here yet.
Right.
Hint. You know?
Okay. So somebody's out there watching.
Right. Hint. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So now that I missed, because I asked you earlier, I said, "Do I miss anything?" And I was like, when we were talking, I was like, "Okay, there's a few more things." As I looked down, I was like, "Oh, I forgot that."
Right.
Now, you also do plays for local churches. Did we talk about that?
I've actually done stage plays. Now, we have plays at the church all the time that I've been involved in, but stage plays, and we have a few coming up, which I have to treat like I did the movie. I can't really just put all that information out right now, but I have quite a few people, and you'll be seeing them in the Tharmar Hall and Jackson State and things of that nature. So. And I'll be on both ends, behind the scenes, and we'll be acting some as well within those plays. And they're coming real soon.
Okay, so we just have to stay tuned and watch for Rod G. Whiz Beecham.
Yes, you will be seeing and hearing from me very soon.
Now, I know that you're on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody's watching and want to get in contact with you, can they go to your Facebook page, or can you give that information out?
Yes, on Facebook you can find me at Rod G. Whiz Beecham or Stay Tuned Media. Stay Tuned Media, that's STATUNED Media, MEDIA, and that's one word. Stay tuned without the Y. A lot of people have to understand.
And we want to come back on the last segment, and we're going to talk about being the CEO. I know I said we were going to do it this segment, but there was so much more that we wanted to talk about that I had kind of missed. I just kind of decided to put that on the last segment to talk about that CEO business. How do you, like I say, I still want to make sure that people understand that all of this can be basically done.
Right.
That you have I call it the business savvy to get this done, and you have to have that something inside you got to have in order to keep motivated.
Right. Well, I'm a self-innovator for one, and I'm very hard on myself, and I feel like I always have to be getting something done.
Okay.
So no matter what negativity I may hear or anything on that level, I just continue to, something's telling me to keep going forward in what I'm doing, and one day it will pay off. So I just continue to move forward no matter who's tugging and trying to pull me back, yes.
Okay, well, we're going to get ready and go on break again. And I forgot, we got to talk about that partnership too.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back.
It's been cool. This is cool to be here. You know, this is a great event. I know President's got his main girl with him, Condoleezza Rice. Connie, how are you? Condoleezza. I love that name, Condoleezza. It's so soulful. She's very professional, but Condoleezza, come on, right there, Condoleezza. No wonder she was in charge of security. That name right there would be like, what? Condoleezza, what? There's 2 people, though. The name is broken down. It's the Connie that's the person you see on television with the, you know, the nice hair and very professional. Then there's Delisa. She the one with her hair wrapped up on the phone with her girlfriend watching BET, talking about, girl, ain't that Usher fine? Connie is employee of the month. Connie is the one that's employee of the month. Delisa is on the parking lot waiting for you after work. Talking about, I know you took all my paper clips. What's up? Connie's the one, you know, being very diplomatic in the meetings, you know. Well, that's good. It's great. We're all on the same pattern because at the end of the day, you know, freedom is what we all want. The leads will come out like, North Korea saying, what?